Idris Elba can't lick his elbow. Thank you. I'd say the last one's a lie. Yeah.
But also the second one is not true.
That's just like a PR statement?
That's an urban legend.
You just didn't want to go to that premiere?
I did go to that premiere.
You went?
There's photographs of me at that premiere, but somehow it's like persisted as a rumor that I like skipped the premiere to do homework.
No way, Jose.
There's like an agenda out
test.
to like, you know, promote me as an Uber nerd.
No, you moved that test.
I made it to the Star Wars premiere, guys.
I was gonna say.
I didn't not go to the
I
Star Wars
would have gone to the Star Wars premiere, and I wasn't even in the movie.
I would have gone no matter what.
Even if I had a test.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not terrified of anything, John, so that one's a lie. I'm going to say John Hamm made a porn film is a lie just because I don't want you to ruin my beliefs about my poor John, my sweet John. He didn't like it, yeah. Well, who's looking at the sets?
Ooh.
Oh, I think those are all true.
I'm gonna go with third nipple is the lie.
Well, you know, they don't know how strange I actually am.
I knew he was a poli-sci guy, but...
What's the other movie he's written?
The one we didn't get offered?
Apparently. Hawley.
I think she's never seen the movie Titanic, and I think that she went to Harvard, and I think the first one's a lie. Oh, well, I've never seen Titanic.
I'm gonna say owns eagles.
Again, two of these are false.
Wait, you can't lick your elbow.
No one can lick their elbow.
Can't lick his elbow. What a disappointment.
Idris Elba can't lick his elbow. Thank you. And then there was some article about me where the guy led it with like the fact that I own 5 eagles and that I keep them at my house, and he was doing some very artsy, flowery writing situation, but no, it's not true. I don't think you can. I think it's illegal.
How did he?
He just thought it would be a funny thing to put in the article as and because no one would believe it. Like no one would believe you didn't go to the Star Wars premiere, even though you were photographed.
How
out.
wild.
She's not a great bowler, that's for sure.
Very good bowler. That's a lie.
He's not a good bowler.
Not a good bowler like someone.
That was a great
also
decision you
sitting
made, though. Like you.
I did it for the role.
Yeah. You could have easily gone because you roll like 250 average. You could have, like,
I'm on a champion.
Could have brought your
team
ball
here in Los Angeles.
You could have brought your shoes. You could have brought your wrist thing.
I didn't bring any of my props, my like real helpful stuff.
That was good because you're so good at everything else. It was nice to see you kind of.
You got to make people like feel better about their bowling skills.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to make people embarrassed.
No.
Right. Pressing all the buttons, like in
the cockpit had like fully functional like stuff, so you could really go to town on some of those buttons, and it literally does not get old.
No, really.
It's the same thing as when you're like 4 years old. You're like, how many of these buttons can I press? Which ones light up and which ones don't? What do these switches do? And then you think like, oh my god, like in a real shuttle, like those actually do something, and they have to know what all of those things are, and there are 2,000 of them.
It's wild.
So it's like learning a whole different alphabet, and it's pretty cool. Yes. 100%. Tomorrow. Do you know anybody? Can I borrow $1 million?
I'm on so many airplanes that like I don't want to fly anywhere I don't absolutely have to.
For sure.
No.
For sure. To get a chance to like look at that, like, yeah, man. Oh well.
The arguments were harder.
Yeah. Sure. They're all equally awkward and strange, but no, The one particular where you come to the party, because that was that oneer, remember?
Oh, I liked that one.
Yeah.
That was fun.
We had a really long Steadicam shot that follows Natalie into the party. She comes to me, we talk, and she wants to tell me all this stuff, and she's clearly a little bit unhinged at that point.
It's always fun when it's like one shot, because then you can do the whole scene.
Yeah, and it's also a challenge. Like, it becomes like this fun game. And
Right.
to Noah's credit, he knew that having that in one shot would give it like a real forward momentum that would then help push everybody into, you know, what's going to happen next, which is her going on her shopping trip.
I mean, practically it's not that much different. It's still a set with a crew and all the jobs are the same and they're actors. What you have in television until you're making the last episode is you have an opportunity to go back and get something again if you need to, or add a piece later on. And this isn't a film where you schedule a lot of reshoots. So I think that we knew that we just had the one shot at it. That's what lights a fire under us. And, certainly for Natalie, she's a pro. She just shows up and turns it on.
It was really fun. I feel like whenever you don't sound like yourself or don't look like yourself, it's just easier to get into a character that's different than you. And yeah, got to channel my idol, Holly Hunter. Love her so much. I was just always thinking about her.
I find it interesting. The point of the film is to take a tabloid story, which by definition is a story about human beings with dignity who've made mistakes, but have been reduced to a punchline, and to take the punchline out of it and to remind the audience that failure is human and redemption is human. And I felt like the diaper feedback that I got after Toronto was really interesting, because it felt like people were saying, we're not okay with that. We want her to be a punchline. And I thought that said a lot more about them than it said about the movie.
Very excited. I'm very excited. It'll be...
Now, are you taking a job away from poor Chris Hemsworth? What are the Australians going to do?
Poor Chris Hemsworth.
I know.
He's still going to be Thor. He's just sharing.
Oh, two Thors.
I think so.
Double
I
Thor.
haven't read a script. I'm talking out of nowhere. I have no idea. But he's in the movie, so...
We'll see. You don't know.
I mean, yeah. Who's he going to be
if you're Thor?
If I'm Thor, if he's not Thor.
Exactly.
Be like nameless guy?
He'll be like the Australian guy.
I don't know. What's your dream? What's your dream?
I'm
what's
not
taken?
in that world.
What's not?
Everything's taken.
Soon you will be. I don't know. Maybe you could be like Man Captain Marvel or something.
Man Captain Marvel.
If we're just gender swapping.